Beautiful blessings, everyone. Hope everybody's enjoying a wonderful Sunday wherever they are. Today I would like to do an oracle reading connecting to the spirits of nature. And it's been absolutely beautiful recently outside. I know everybody's been sharing their pictures and their experiences out in nature. And it's been very, very prevalent. The elementals have been around very strong the last few days, and I've seen quite a few people on social media that's been getting captures of the elementals. So there was a strong pull today to do the oracle reading from this deck, and I love it because it just encompasses everything that's in nature. So with that, I would like to say thank you to Source for allowing me to be a medium of light. And I invite all of the nature spirits, the elementals, and the creatures, and the elements to please step forward to allow me to bring a message for the highest good. Thank you. So I'm just going to do a quick shuffle. I do 3, 1 for source, 1 for spirit, and 1 for soul. This is, I just kind of, whatever card pops out, usually they come out. I like to take that one, or if it raises up out of the deck. Whoops. Okay. Let's see. There's quite a few here that flew out, so I'm just going to take I think I'm going to do this again because there's just too many flew out. So pardon me if you excuse me. I'm just going to see if I could get this again because that would be too many. And I usually only do one because they like to give me... Okay, here we go. This one has risen up. Cedar Tree, Wisdom. And this card is number 5. Absolutely beautiful. Right away, I'm being drawn to the little twinkles that you see on the side of the card, and they're speaking about the Fae that have been visiting recently. I've seen some absolutely glorious pictures. Everybody's been experiencing them in the garden. And so I'm just going to read from the book from this one to start the energy and then see if anything is coming through. The wisdom that you possess is not only the result of the vast life experiences, but also due to the influence of your spirit guides. You surprise yourself at times by the revelations that enter your mind or get expressed through your speech or your writing. Whether you're aware of it or not, know that your guides are providing these inspirations and insights that are both ancient and timely. There's no need to credit your ego for these. You are merely a vehicle or a channel through which these wise teachings come to you and through you. As in the story of Solomon, the proper use of this gift is to provide leadership and service to others. You can do this through speaking, writing, or any other means of expression. When you express the knowledge that comes to you, do so with humility and remain unattached to how it is received. Others have the freedom to welcome it or reject it. Express your gratitude to your spirit guides as often as possible, as this will keep you attuned to the wisdom they possess and can in tune be offered to all beings in the world in service to the highest good. And this is something that is really resonating on an own personal level because I had just, for the first time in a long time, spoke about on social media how I began connecting with spirit and how the guides have come through. And I have been a channel for the last 38 years for poetry. They come through, and the way they teach me and help me to be of service to share with others is messages through poetry. And so that has kept me very humble over the years, and it's always such a great honor from all that I am to be able to share that with others. And recently they've connected, many of us who have been on social media, whether it's with beautiful sketchings. I have a friend on Twitter that I've just connected with, and he's bringing through codes with the most beautiful sketches from source. And some have created beautiful music. Some have taken beautiful images of the light codes, the paintings, just an expression of dance. Even in Spirit's reminding me, even in something like the meals we create, if we do this with reverence, we can create a beautiful nourishment for someone. Everything is a creative way of being of service. That's the renewal. That's part of the Divine Mother as well. She co-creates with us here. And so when we step into that space that we all know of humility and being humble and not wanting to make a lot of money off of these beautiful gifts that we're given, and letting go of that attachment. Because I know sometimes channeling some of the poetry, right away, if it's something that maybe people are not reading or they're not connecting with, they're confused with it because it might not resonate with them. In the beginning, it was very difficult for me because I was taking a personal, and the guides would come through and say that it will reach, we must trust that these messages in these creative ways that we use you as the bearing of light will reach exactly who they need to reach and make sense. That this isn't about how many people have read it, but how far it reaches. Because they're reminding me just one is everything. Because we're all one. So it doesn't matter if 100 people read it. Pardon me. What's important is if we connect with even just one on that deeper level, and it inspires them to create those ripples, to go out and create. There's been many times I've listened to music and it's opened up the channels, and Spirit just comes pouring through. The guides are I'm writing, I'm channeling because the music has set up that space. Or just recently, again, I mentioned a friend that I've connected with on Twitter that's sketching, and all of a sudden the guides are coming through, and I'm hearing this beautiful otherworldly music, and it reminds me of home, and that inspires me. And then I'm channeling poetry, and it's now we've got this amazing flow that's reaching out so many, and we're all in the same space sharing. And that's not something I will ever take for granted, and it always puts me in awe. And I know that this does with other people when they're coming through with this light. And so Spirit's encouraging us today. Please, when we're being of service and we're connecting in this creative way, allow the guides to reach who needs to hear that or see it or experience it, and let go of everything else that has to do with that, and trust, because you'll be surprised what comes through when you let go of that ego, and when we're letting go of, oh no, I have to erase that and fix that doesn't look right, or that doesn't make sense. When it's from the light, it's all about the energy. That energy that we're channeling is getting infused into whatever we're creating, and we must trust that everyone that experiences that will feel it. So I thank you for allowing me to share this message with you today. Many blessings, everyone.